I don't think you guys understand what I go through off camera. What I just did to make sure I could get through this. So this is for CAA. This is the Full Story Initiative that they just launched today, like 2 days after I launched You've Got Mail 2 initiative. Right? This is award-winning material. So we're going to work together to try to fix this. I have recently just covered reading a bunch of the Smallville stuff. I started doing some of this throughout the history of my YouTube channel. You'll see that there's stuff recorded in the past. I don't want to re-record what I've already done, so I'm going to keep moving forward. But I also don't want to read too much of it. But I want to initiate the initiative. I want you guys to help me get orders for this. Right? One of the biggest points of the Full Story Initiative, and you guys telling my full story about the nightmare around the Smallville movie and the reunion of getting all the cast together on Comic Cons and going on tour together so I could talk about my career as a writer, not just as the writer of the one movie to the one TV show, because I've written much, much more than that. My writing goes beyond that. Okay, so there's the poetry books. Also, people can buy directly from me. And so my initiative with the Full Story Initiative, guys, is that I need anywhere from 30,000 to 100,000, like ASAP, because my debts have piled high. Plus, the house I'm buying is low. But if I balance everything with what I get from the sales of all of this stuff right away, I'll be able to, break even and launch myself into where I should be with future productions. The moral of the story is that because my work is all mostly Warner Brothers, that means in short that I own Warner Brothers, because people can do math and they can understand that every movie that is between 150 million to 200 million dollars makes the profit be in the billions to the trillions with products now, and the ability to do everything online from a push of a button with very low staff. So that's very high profit. That I own the company Warner Brothers, and I'm telling you all right now with the Full Story Initiative, I'm telling you all now that the future is now, and that the future of Warner Brothers will be the name of my company. The other reason I can say this with confidence is because of who owns Warner Brothers now. About 3 years ago, maybe 4, AT&T Capital bought Warner Brothers because the CEO is a movie buff, but he's also trying to do good business where the Netflix and online TV stuff is changing business and making it harder for certain companies to make enough profit to be able to pay all the bills for all the employees they hire. AT&T is one of the best companies America's got. It employs like half the Americans there. So he's got to keep making money so everybody keeps making a living, keep roof over their head and food on the table for their family. So it's a really good initiative. Anyways, he bought the company to help save his own company, so to have control over it. So it's not necessarily to wreck Warner Brothers, destroy it, but to dismantle it a little bit. The deadliness of it, the badness, the curse that comes with the Jack Warner background, right? Because everybody knows how much of a jerk that guy was. So with them doing that, he's able to sort of take away that negativity and change it because he's got control over what gets made and what doesn't get made. He can say yes or no, so he can make or break a person's career that deserves it more or better, instead of being the way it was under the old Hollywood system, where it almost destroyed Walt Disney, as everybody who knows Walt Disney's history knows. And so today, with owners like that now, you're not going to see that happen. And when I take over, and that is the point, because he owns it now, I can go to him with all of the work I have here with the Full Story Initiative people from CAA helping me tell my full story. I can go to CAA Capital and make a deal with all of the material while it's still in written form on paper. Here's the documentary. Oh, I didn't mention the documentary in the list. I just mentioned the movies. I didn't mention this part. This is a separate matter with the full initiative story. I'm looking for the producer that's going to help me fill out the top sheet so that I can get my first production underway. And that's this one here. There's an application that I've tried to fill on my own as best as I can, but I don't have the experience necessary to get approved for the funding, even if I could finish figuring out how to do the application. So it's necessary that I find somebody who's willing to help me with that first $1 million startup. And the good thing about the $1 million startup is I don't have to pay that funding back. It's like a grant or a bursary. And once you start getting grants and bursaries, you can go get more grants and bursaries. You just got to know where to find them. And in Canada, there's lots of them. And it's pretty easy once you get past the first one. So I'm looking for the help I need in order to initiate that first $1 million. Once I get there, I mean, I just basically won't have to look back because that million will be enough money for me to go get more millions. I'm going to end this with saying what I want for You've Got Mail too, because Nora Ephron is no longer with us. I want to tell the full story initiative that my dream, my wish, my desire is for Ivan Reitman, who's a Canadian producer who's made really good, funny comedy movies. Like, he's got an amazing career if you look at his profile. I want him to make You've Got Mail too with Robert Redford, because with that touch between the two of them and their scale of talent and stuff, they will make me a beautiful movie. And then we're going to get Stephen Lowe, who's in charge of IMAX, to make IMAX out of it. So everybody will never forget which movie was better, one or two. And the answer is two, of course, right? So then I can get the Kryptonite ring and the story behind the answer to Superman and Kryptonite and Krypton and the home planet rescued before they ruin it with new story ideas that are not accurate and correct, and will ruin everything if I don't get my story shared soon. My imagination is huge. There's lots in it, and this Superwoman is for real, and I need everyone's help and support. So subscribe to my channel and tell everyone you know to subscribe and get as many people to buy books as possible. I mean, if you could get me $1 million in sales in California, which is very easy to do when you look at the price and how many people there are there, that would be fantastic. But I would be happy with 100 grand, like yesterday while I'm sleeping overnight. I put that in my email information, the bank account information. I look forward to hearing back from all of you guys, and I'm pushing for help in getting my own Comic Con. I want to do my online virtual reunion myself, and I need help getting somebody to recognize we need to initiate how to start my ability to do that kind of stuff at the table. That's only my table because I've written enough big stuff to be at that table by myself. My point of that, initiating my Comic Con tour, my virtual reunion meetings, is that it will initiate bringing the cast from Smallville to me, to my Comic Con, to my virtual reunion in person. Maybe it starts off on camera, one person at a time pops into the picture, but everybody's got to sign the Sign Here page in that movie. And so at some point, I need all 6 people who are on that piece of paper to be together with that piece of paper to sign all the names on it. So the Access Hollywood interview that Tom gave around October of 2017, which is really close to when I made my Tell Us Pitch video contest submission, that pulls the whole thing together. That in his interview, he's like, I don't know, good luck how you're going to get everybody together in one place at one time in order to get a reunion. And I had the answer to that. And that's the sign-on page. That's the autograph page. That's the signing contract page off the back of the 30 pages of the sample material. I don't have it with me here in front of me, but I did get the package back from CAA in LA. It's probably the same person that sent back the You've Got Mail 2 stuff 8 years ago, and the Supergirl stuff as well. So it's kind of good that I got an original copy back, and CAA New York was smart enough to keep their stuff so that I can get this original copy signed. And that is how you guys will get them to come to my virtual reunion in person at some point, because they all have to sign it together. And once they have them all together, then the reunion is official. Then it's happening, and I've won the conversation on how to get everybody to come together for a reunion and make the reunion happen. which I will not be playing the twin sister in this. I will be playing the lead actress. Her name is Janet. That's all I'm going to tell you. Except it's very good, so you're going to want to watch it. To help me publish all of that, help me get some money to pay my bills now, so I can start doing more of telling my story and enjoy telling the story with the Full Story Initiative program from you guys. Thank you guys for watching to the end of this, and please find the story you're looking to tell with the 10 years of stories in small clips I've already got on the YouTube channel. Peace out, everyone. Thank you very much. I will upload smaller portions of smaller, quicker segments for the new Instagram page for You've Got Mail 2 and 3, and I'll load this video as the first video on the YouTube channel for You've Got Mail 2 and 3. So let's make this happen. No holds barred. Gloves are off. Peace out. I'm winning.